on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
There you go. How are you? ¿Cómo estás?
Wow, it's been a minute. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Welcome to Keeping It Real with the Freakin Rican and Leo.
Yeah.
How you guys doing out there?
Well, we got Crypto Conscience, Jasenia C, Tim A. Jasenia says, missed you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. No puedo, with a little blue heart and a smiley face. There you go. See?
We were just talking about crypto.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Off the
crypto.
air, not even when we went live.
Exactly. Because it's a big thing right now. Pero mira, Leo, and everybody out there, I hope you guys, I hope all the ladies had a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It was yesterday. I actually called my mom this morning.
You didn't call her yesterday?
No.
Ay, Andito.
Yeah, no. Victor's like, Mother's Day was yesterday. I was like, mi amor, up in the restaurant really early because, we wanted to be prepared because Saturday was
crazy.
Yeah, because now we have outdoor seating and we have indoor seating. And we're still, of course, a little understaffed, so it's a bit challenging. So yeah. I woke up, 6-something in the morning, went to the restaurant early, make sure we had enough of everything. Because,
I did, Sunday morning.
Yeah. So
you can't call mommy at 6.
So no. But, my mother doesn't, she doesn't mind those things. As long as I don't forget,
Yeah.
So I called today, said happy Mother's Day. And so I hope all of you lovely mothers out there, I hope you enjoyed your Sunday. ¿Y tú, Leo? Did you?
Yeah, so basically I took my wife out.
Okay.
I didn't take her out. I took her to her parents' house. You know what I mean? Like they had a little thing going there. You can't go out. Like that's why it's a perfect line because for you guys were probably busy, right?
Oh,
because everybody wants to take their mom out.
Yes.
I drove by Red Lobster. It was like 3 blocks of a line.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
which is nice.
Of course.
Is nice because we're I guess still in a pandemic, so la gente tiene, un poco de dinero to go out and treat their moms.
Yeah.
It's nice to see everybody out.
Exacto. And tener una sola.
Yes.
Una sola mamá.
Yes, of course.
You can't fake that.
For a limited time. So,
exacto.
It definitely,
Yesenia
right about
C
that.
dice, better late than never. Qué linda. She's such a sweetheart. Tienen también Diana Santiago está mandando saluditos. Ana Ortiz, nice seeing you guys. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice seeing you. I know it's been like I think like a month and a half since we haven't done a show.
Yeah.
Not because I haven't wanted to, but the whole situation with being understaffed is challenging because it takes a lot more out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're just delegating is easier, but when you gotta go hands-on because you're short here, you're short there, so it's like I'm one person and I run to the front, I run to the kitchen, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, and Victor as well. So it's difficult and you're tired.
But that's kind of like why we wanted to do the show, kind of like peek behind the curtain, let the people know lo que pasa, because even with the pandemic, it's not like you could have everybody on staff, right? So you try to keep as many people as you can.
Well,
but
now I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, because that's where I'm going. Dale.
Now is not even about not wanting the staff.
Yeah.
It's just la gente no quiere trabajar. People
That's where I was going.
people don't want to work right
Yeah.
now. I mean, McDonald's is giving you $50 cash incentive when you come and fill out an application and get hired. Yeah. There's another company giving, I forgot, like $100 because people, I guess, are sitting at home collecting unemployment. And they're like, why am I going to go and make X amount when I could sit my butt home and make X amount? So it's really challenging right now. It's getting better, though. It's getting better.
Of course. No, and that's why, again, one of the things that we do shows because we can kind of let them know, hey, if you go somewhere and it's taking a little bit longer, it's not on us as the owner, because, again, you said you're running back here, you're running back there, Victor, I got Victor.
Yes. I mean, if you're not in it, most people don't know.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that may know and just may not care. But I think the majority of people that know that these things happen back in the back end, they're more patient. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, I mean, we're understaffed and everything, but we try to push out everything as fast as possible. It's just the amount of orders that we get for the setting that we have, which is really if you guys haven't, come down to the restaurant, our restaurant setting, if you look from the outside in, you say, "Oh my God, it's such a cute little humble place."
It's quaint,
but is a madhouse because so much comes out of that little place. So we're running like this big ass restaurant from a small space.
No, of course, and plus you also have, like you were saying, the outside seating, the inside seating, and the online orders.
Yeah.
Because you guys haven't stopped sending pasteles.
No.
Which, by the way, where can they find the pasteles?
They could find it at the Freakin Rican NYC.com. We ship nationwide. It's so funny. Victor this morning had read an email because there was a woman. Coño, I forgot her name, but she ordered. She wanted to order for Mother's Day, but it was, I think, the Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday.
Okay.
Before, but we already had done shipping, so I was you just missed it. But she's like, "Oh my God!" So I said, "Okay, let me take your information." Blah blah blah. She's like, "Oh my God, am I really talking to you? Oh my God, I can't believe it!" And this and that, and so we sent it out that day, and she was so happy. So this is why we do it,
Exactly. It's in the details.
It's a bit of home when you're sometimes away from home. So it's a good feeling.
Not gonna lie, we were working on the intro, so we spent a lot of time on the website.
Yeah.
Right. And I just kept getting hungry. Like I will send Larry, thank you, Larry, for the intros. But I would just get hungry. Like, oh my God.
Did you guys like the new intro? We got a new intro, guys. Hopefully you noticed. I love it. And yeah, so mira, Leo, today I wrote my little notes here, because sometimes I'm all over the place. Pero Colombia right now is going through a hard time. Talking about Colombia because, obviously you guys know my husband is Colombian. He's de Palmira, which is very next to Cali. Yes. And Cali right now, people are don't have food, don't have gas, afraid to go out because it's just madness. So the residents, the citizens decided to protest because the president, Ivan Duque, wanted to put in this tax, which would tax middle class and would bring that middle class back to poverty. Yeah. So they started taking to the streets and protesting, and things got out of hand. And the cops started shooting. I mean, I don't know. It was reported like about 38 people dead, many people missing. So it's crazy how I was telling Victor that in life, things could just go any which way at any time. Yeah. And it's unfortunate and sad that the same people that are supposed to protect you are shooting you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But by the way, we have people here that they said they're hungry, they need some mofongo. So we're gonna get to those comments.
Come by.
Pero and it's true. So what's happening in Colombia, and it's funny because they're able to see how it's gonna affect them, in the long run. Because you can pay everybody $15 an hour, but then it comes back to the owner that now has to charge more. And then
and I mean, and right now we're talking about Colombia. Yeah. We're talking about Colombia. Everywhere in the world was hit hard with the pandemic, but of course Colombia también. There's a lot of people living under poverty, and now you put this tax that the people that are afloat, you're gonna screw them up too. Yeah. So I mean I get the protests because I mean coño,
Acá dice Colombia's poverty line is 27.8.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
That is a lot of people. That is a big number. It doesn't matter which way you look at it.
No, right.
27% is still a lot. Steve M is saying that is really messed up. Feels like not as much attention as you would imagine on this.
I mean, if you have a Colombian friend or so, I mean, this is what every Colombian is talking about. This is, of course, it's like something happens when you're in Puerto Rico. I'm glued to the radio, to the phone. I know there was like a get together in Times Square.
Yes.
There was a get together by the Broadway tickets, and a whole bunch of Colombians showed up in support. But what I take from this is, well, how I see things. Sometimes I see things very different.
Pero it's good because, and that's why we have the chat there.
Right.
Because if somebody doesn't see it that way or is willing to add to what we're saying, that's where it is.
Talk. Right. You know? That's what it's about. It's about, me sharing how I feel. Right. You can share how you feel, and we learn from each other.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this made me think as far as everything that was going on here and how you watch the news, and the news is always talking about this one is killing this one is killing that one, that guns are no good. They want to, I feel, unarm you. No. But then if you are unarmed, and let's just say, I'm not saying it, but let's say something was to go down here, how would you defend yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always like the other side to everything. And so I don't want to think that would happen, but there's always a possibility, when the shit hits the fan, you want to protect yourself and your family. Yeah. Not everyone that has a gun is reckless,
exacto. No,
not everyone that drives is reckless. You have those that are reckless and you have those that are not, but the media always wants to show you the bad,
of course,
to give you this perception that this is right and this is wrong, but they only show you one side of it.
Eva Carrion is saying this is true, and Seriela is saying solidaridad con Colombia.
Yeah. I always say, prayer works. And like I tell Victor, because, of course, he's like, wow, you see your people hurting like this. I say, you know what? Just, mi amor, just pray. Yeah. Pray. Because it does work, you know?
And even if you don't believe in religion, if you don't believe in God, even just taking a couple of minutes to show good vibes towards the situation, like ayuda in some form.
Of course.
We have Futboleo Colombiano, Tuesdays, 8 o'clock, Los Radio. But we have Futboleo Colombiano. And I told them on Monday, I was like, look, you guys don't have to talk about soccer. Like, I don't care about soccer.
Right.
What the whole thing that we do here with everything, and we're kind of, again, peeking the curtain, is teaching you guys, teaching you, hey, how to express yourself. Pero to them, I was like, when something like this is happening, yo no quiero saber de fútbol.
Right.
Ustedes hablen from your perspective, because yo soy argentino. I can tell you everything about Argentina.
Right.
I can also learn what's going on in Colombia, but it doesn't hit me as much
in
a
course.
sense.
Yeah.
Because those are my people.
Right.
But if you have the platform, which we do,
right.
Hablen de Colombia.
Yeah, no.
Hablen de eso,
I mean, it's just not. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I just think as humans, I think we have a lot of work to do. The world is suffering. I mean, I watch YouTube and I watch things on Venezuela. Venezuela people are making freaking arepas. That's all they have. Like, I mean, corn flour. That's all they have. These kids can't have a breakfast, lunch, dinner. They have to have one meal, and that one meal is a freaking arepa. Like, I think we need to hold our government accountable, and we need to remember that we are the people. Yeah. They work for us.
They don't generate any income.
No, but I'm saying, but I feel that they do such a good job by putting fear in your mind. Fear of what will happen if you fight back, or it's kind of like your mom, your mom going to contéstame, and con la chancleta, she's saying, talk back to me, because I'm gonna slap you with this chancleta, and you're like, no mommy. So I feel like that's what they do to us. You watch the news and they give us an example of what is going to happen to you when you cross that line. And so what happens? You don't cross that line because you're afraid to get arrested or to go to jail. And so you're afraid.
Yeah.
And I think we need to take a leap and just stop being so afraid and take our power back, because the whole world is suffering.
No, of course.
And they always need, this tax, que si esto, que si lo otro. But, pandemic happened. They're still collecting their checks. They're still driving amazing cars. They wear the finest colognes and clothing. Meanwhile, people are starving. So algo no está bien ahí.
We got comments coming down. So Jasenia dice, amen to that. Prayers conquer so much. You can't lose the faith. Leah Johnson says, I believe in God. I love God. Amen. Eva Carrion, moms don't play.
Yeah.
They don't play.
Puerto Ricans' mom really don't play.
No. Let me tell you about my mom. So, and with everything that's going on, that's why it's at the end of the day, it's about having the dialogue, right? One of the things that when we were putting this show together, I was thinking, okay, we can't do a lot of politics because then people take it the wrong way. No. At the end of the day, you and I can sit together, comer tu pasteles, which, by the way, are awesome.
Yeah.
My wife loves them. She said, when I'm going to bring some more. So next week, I need some more. Pero with that is you're able to and then enjoy and then have a conversation.
No, of course. Of course. I always, let me tell you, it's kind of like, for instance, what's going on now.
Yeah.
You have a mask, you don't have a mask. Okay, you're like this. You watch the news, they tell you you're reckless, you're this, you're that. So it puts you in these categories because, of course, they always want you fighting with each other. They don't want you getting along, because getting along means that you create wonderful things and you have an amazing dialect and only good will come out of that. But if you encourage conflict, you can't get nothing accomplished because you're too busy bickering back and forth. So I always respect everyone's beliefs, and I always say just respect mine.
Of course.
If you want to, I always use this analogy because it's true. There are mothers that breastfeed, and there's other mothers that buy Similac. Should you be treated differently because you're breastfeeding? And no, you made a choice. And that's your choice. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the media, you hear it and you hear it and you hear it, and it messes with your mind so much, and you just start to always judge people. And we just got a lot of work. We got a lot of work to do.
Do you think that some people have lost common sense? No, because there's a way that I tell my kids. A
lot of people have lost a lot of things.
I have my sons. They go, from 6 to 14. My kids, and that's what I tell them. Common sense tells me, look at the situation.
Yes.
And decide.
Yeah.
But
I think is much deeper than common sense. Sometimes feeling a certain way makes you feel uncomfortable. And who wants to feel uncomfortable? You rather not feel uncomfortable. You rather kind of, say, this is not happening. This is not happening. This doesn't exist. And you continue with your life. And but because you continue with your life and you want to have that safe space, things get worse and worse and worse until then you're like, what do I do now? So I think as a human race, we've gotten so much to just kind of overlook the homeless person on the street, or overlook someone that's begging, or, you overlook it because it's what you do. But it has to come a point in time where you say, why the hell is all of this happening? I mean, are we progressing? Or are we not? Because I remember being a little kid and watching Michael Jackson coming out on shows on TV, raising money to feed kids and in Africa, I was very little. And this is still going on.
Of course.
So
with the money they've gotten, do you think they should feed everybody by now? Right?
There's so much money in this world. So why should kids go hungry?
No. And you know what? And I got to work on the back end of things like that because I used to work with companies that would basically pick up your things that you want to donate.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
There's a lot of that now.
Yeah, because I used to do the trucking part of
yeah.
it, right? Pero qué pasa? And it kind of goes into like the greed part of it. They're only by law supposed to donate 5%. Now, the rest of it, the other 95 is for working expenses, logistics, and the otro. But I mean, and I think, and it's funny because I see you do a lot. I see you give a lot back. And again, and this is not because of the show. This is me and you just having a conversation, right? But I saw you get on a plane and go to Puerto Rico.
Oh,
and I saw, because that was in your heart. Because that was in your heart to help, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not like you were on the phone 24/7 like promoting it. We showed the pictures afterwards, ¿me entendés? Pero there's sometimes that people do it for the wrong reason.
Right.
Like if you're going to give somebody $1 and you need to take a picture of it, then think again about giving that $1.
Right.
You know? And again, por eso digo, you've done a lot that people don't even know
and
about.
It's so funny because today, before I got here, I said, Victor, I was looking at the pictures of when we gave food at the restaurant. So I said, you know what? Like, I wanna do something. I want to do something again for my community. Then I'm just thinking about maybe the 114 precinct because they always come to the restaurant. They're so nice. There's all this negativity around the cops. Not all cops are bad, so I started thinking about them. They protect us. My experience with them has been amazing. Thinking about homeless people, just think all these thoughts of how I could give back, because when you do have a platform, and even if you don't have a platform, it's just, this is the way to be, like if you have $1, just, give, like I always say, buy a coffee for somebody or just say something nice to someone. You'd be surprised how far it goes.
And sometimes you don't know who that person is. That person can have a lot of money, and just because thank you, that sticks with them. But again, so we do a show and we talk about everything. Because if not, we wouldn't be keeping it real, right? So you have Antonio Santiago, right? And it's a food question.
Okay.
Can you make pollo guisado with a rotisserie chicken? I need to know.
Why not?
I think so.
Of course, you make it the same way.
Pollo.
Yeah, chop it up. Chop up the leg, the thigh, the breast. Yeah, it's going to be delicious.
That's good.
Of course.
Emmanuel Mendoza dice, I was at the restaurant yesterday. Great food as always.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
food.
you. It's so funny because I sat down with, later on, I was like, oh my God. So I don't know. There were just these two, I'm trying to think. Robert.
Okay.
Trying to think of the name.
You got one.
Robert and Coño, her name. Shit. Carmen.
There you go. Yeah.
Robert and Carmen. I really try to, I process so much in my mind that sometimes it's hard, but one thing that I really like to do is get to know my customers because they are like family, and we were talking like for 30 minutes. I don't know them, but we were talking there, and they were just saying, we've tried so many Puerto Rican restaurants, and this just feels like home. Like the food, it just feels like your grandmother's in the kitchen cooking. And that is the biggest compliment that any chef or business owner that has a restaurant wants to hear, just the whole experience. And we were just talking about everything, are you thinking about opening up another place and blah, blah, blah. And it was nice. And so I like to, when I have time, I don't always have time, but when I have time, I love to sit down or take pictures and everything like that. And we were just talking about the passion, that if I wasn't passionate about what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing it because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's one of the most toughest businesses out there because it's It's just a lot of work. The turnaround is like crazy. Employees are like a revolving door.
Yeah.
Now with the pandemic, you can't even find employees. All of these companies are giving incentives to try to attract, So it's challenging, but I love what I do. And so I wake up early because I want to make sure that everything goes well, and this is why we are so busy, because I truly enjoy and love what I do. But yes, I'm looking forward to the days that, you could like rest a little bit more. But being the positive person that I am, I continue to remind myself that the perfect team is on their way, which I already have. The team that I have is amazing. I just need maybe 1 or 2, 3 more, because it's just a lot of work. But in life, I feel if you continue to have a hiccup and concentrate so much on that hiccup, you're just going to create more hiccups. So I try to train my brain, and I know though that it's coming, but it has to come in perfect timing, because if not, you're going to get a whole bunch of mess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So that
course.
goes to any part of your life. Is really the way you choose to look at things.
So let me ask you, you being a positive person, right, with everything that's going on, and we kind of did the show and started the show right after when all the pandemic was going on, and it must have been something new, like as you as a person, you as a business owner, you as everything. But do you kind of see like the light at the end of the tunnel? You were kind of talking before, like gay people are like coming out a little bit.
I feel human consciousness, we have to learn.
Okay.
And the only way we learn and grow is when we're hit hard. Because if not, we become too comfortable and we just live and exist.
Okay.
So I think things are looking better now, but long term, I think things are going to get ugly.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of growing that we need to do. But the positive person that I am, and knowing that good always wins, it's just there's a lot of evil.
Okay.
I feel that exists in this world, but good will always prevail.
Nice.
Always.
Yeah. We have the people here on the chat, the texting zone.
Damn, we got deep.
But you know what? This is what's good about doing this type of show. And I always tell people, anybody that I work with, and my time is very limited because I'm using, I'm running everywhere.
Yes.
Pero it's about free speech, but true free speech.
Yes.
Like, we haven't texted back and forth, on what we're going to talk about.
No.
You gave me a call 5 minutes
We never have
before.
time.
I wrote it on a little sticky note, but like, okay, we got to go through these. Pero it's that. It's because I want, me as a person, Leonardo Jesus, I want to get to know Derek.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the people that are with us, that's what they want to get to know.
Thank you for being with us, because you could be doing anything right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm looking over there. I gotta look over here at you.
That's
but look,
the shot.
let me tell you, you could be looking at anything right now, and you choose to tune in. So I really, really appreciate you for that. But it's true, I feel like you were saying, free speech is something that should never be taken away. And free speech is being taken away, because if you say something that this party doesn't agree with, you'll get flagged from YouTube, you get flagged from Facebook, your account will get suspended. So that is not free speech. I was bullied as a kid, I was called the F word, the gay F word, which any gay person, that's like the worst thing you could call us. I was always bullied. I was Puerto Rican. The school was pretty predominantly 80% black. Kids were so mean. But look at me. You know, like we all go through things, but to say, okay, like if you say this word, you got to be banned, or it's just it's a type of control that I'm not comfortable with, you know?
So let me ask you, and by the way, Yesenia saying, Derek, well said, hay que hacer el bien siempre. Beloved life, Jesús los ama. And people in the chat, nope, when Derek and Leo are on, all is on hold. No, but the good thing about being here on YouTube is you can stream this right to your TV. So let's say you have Verizon, you can put it right on the TV and keep walking around and you still hear us. But the best part is you can come back tomorrow.
Right.
And you can come back the day after.
Anytime.
You know, we have people tuning in to episode 11 because they will come look for us and like, okay, they're not here, but let me go watch episode 11.
Right.
Which, by the way, you guys can go back and watch every single episode. It's on the page.
Yes.
And you're also working on a couple of recipes, right? Because people are asking for those all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of threw you under the bus there, but it's okay. I love you. Yes, they're on their way.
Yeah, I know. I swear to you, every week I'm telling Victor, oh my God, we need another video.
Hey, lo que te enseñé, right? What I showed you, where we're going to, you know, the next step, you know, we're kind of like little by little telling everybody, but the next step, you're going to come and that's going to be part of the show.
Yes.
Hey, come on, let me show you how to do this.
Yes, which is a new studio that Leo is working on, which is going to be amazing. Yes. Really, really big space. If you haven't checked out losradio.com, check it out now.
Sí, señor. David Bello dice, my wife and I, that's an awesome last name, Bello. Like right. David Bello.
Hello.
David Bello. My wife and I were there Saturday from the Bronx. The pasteles were delicious and the coffee like home in PR. What better compliment can you get?
Yeah, we make amazing coffee.
Bro, yo tengo que ir.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't gone
You
there.
haven't been.
I haven't been there.
Oh, hell
I haven't been, bro. Pero
no.
That's where we're going to do the show. De ahí.
Yes.
And
that would be nice.
Again, porque yo te digo, like, I'm all about, like, the actual reaction. You know, con los pasteles, I told you straight up, like, I love pasteles.
Yes.
Like, we actually had to buy some from here the other day because, you know, you were busy. Pero we bought some from here, and they were not yours.
Let me tell you, we get the amount of compliments. I'll be here, like, for days and days. Everybody, which is so nice.
You, right? When you speak, and this is why we want to do this, because, again, people just see the recipes, right? Pero the amount of love when you speak is like, that's your baby.
Yeah.
Right? Like the food is your baby. The food is, you're so proud of your pastele when somebody tells you, hey, your pastele did good in school today. And that's your baby.
I was telling the customers yesterday, Again, this is the hardest thing that I have done in my entire life. I would only encourage people to do it if their heart is in it, you know. But it's tough. Yeah. It's really tough. Yeah. But again, you know, everything is tough in the beginning. You know, I mean, we have 3 years. And it's still, you know, very beginning, but we've been doing the festivals,
of course,
which was a crazy amount of labor for like four days. Like Victor the other day was telling me, oh my God, you know, I said, wow, you know, I missed the festivals because it's outside and stuff. He says, yeah, but I don't miss the labor because you got to unload, you got to pack up everything, lift everything. Like you don't understand the amount of work that goes into it. But when you create something and you sell on the street, you know what I'm saying, to make this dream of yours happen, because you know, we needed the funding, we needed the money. I didn't feel comfortable getting a loan, so I'm like, this is what we're gonna do, you know. And we did it, and we stuck by it, and we branded, and we kept on doing it. And look at us now, but we're still hustling, you know. But this is why, again, we are who we are because of it.
Exacto. Janet Muñiz, Brooklyn in the house. Magda Chiapone, I love, I hope I said her last name right. I love your pasteles. Had them a few times. Greetings from Queens. Elizabeth Cleva, the pasteles are the best. So worth it, I promise you. And again, we're reading from the chat. It's not like we're making up, you know, your mom's first name with my grandmother's last name. No. These are actual comments. Elizabeth Cleva, I mean, Snow 40741. No, where's the book? People are asking for the book again.
The recipe book?
Recipe
oh,
book.
Mijo, what you
work.
think? Yeah, coge tiempo. That takes time, man. You know?
Carvet Tapia dice, I know that's right because I used to watch your videos on YouTube and then I watched how you worked hard to open your own restaurant. I am so proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, I didn't do it alone, you know, but thank you. I did not do it alone. Victor and I and the people who have journeyed with us, a lot of them are not there, but thankfully the universe has always blessed us and blessed me with the right people for the right time. As you guys know, you may have someone right there beside you a year ago. They might not be there now, but they fulfilled their purpose. And so, of course, I have to say thank you to them as well and their hard work, because anyone who has ever worked for us works very hard. But mira, getting off of this subject a little bit.
Oh, real quick, espera. Tony Santiago Jr. Hi, guys. I will be in New York on the 14th, so looking forward to going to the restaurant.
I will see you there. J-Lo.
Espera. Oye, I got the song.
El bochinche.
I told you I had a song.
I can't wait to go clubbing.
El bochinche.
That's right. El bochinche
What's going on?
You know what's the bochinche?
¿Cuál es el bochinche? I didn't even know that bochinche, bro.
I know. I was surprised. I'm like, what? I'm like J-Lo and Ben.
No.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No.
So Ben Affleck was seen like going into J-Lo's SUV. So there's talks that they might be like talking again or something like that. I said, who knows? Maybe they're working on a project. Maybe she's gonna produce something and he's gonna star in it. But
but you can have that meeting in an office. I'm just saying.
But now that things are, I think I'm not even sure. Did she break up with? They did break up.
So supuestamente los rumores, el bochinche, is that he got caught cheating with a reality star from like some third girl. By the way, Victor Vargas, I never thought I was going to peel so many bananas in my life.
Oh,
so,
yes.
What up, Victor?
A lot of bananas.
So, ¿es el bochinche ahora que they're back together?
Yeah, so that's what they're talking about.
No.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I never really liked them as a couple. I really, for some reason, I don't know why, I guess, being Puerto Rican and knowing that, both of her kids are Mark Anthony's and the relationship that she had with Mark Anthony, I feel like they were meant for each other.
It was like a fairy tale. Like, okay, ahí se termina.
Yes, because it's like, I mean, come on. J-Lo, Mark Anthony is that's it. It's iconic for the Puerto Rican heritage, And
it's crazy because, como dije, it's like a fairy tale. But it's like, okay, so they made a sequel, like where she kept going and then she got with somebody else. And then they made a trilogy where the trilogy wasn't as good as the original.
Right.
Ahí dicen, Janet Muñiz, oh my God, J-Lo needs to rest from men. I don't know. Puede ser.
Love never dies. Love never dies. Even though I don't know. I mean, she's like Elizabeth Taylor. How many times have she gotten married? Like 4?
Yeah, Victor,
I think so, right?
Victor, she's collecting rings.
That's what I'm saying. You never know. You gotta have your stash, porque ahora the economy, you don't know what's happening. So some people are going for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and J-Lo is going for rings.
Hey,
that's it. Precious metals. She better do it.
Elizabeth Taylor, did she used to say like diamonds are forever?
Yes,
so
exactly.
Diamonds are forever.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they're probably working on a project. I don't really believe that. Yeah, I don't really. Maybe a little quickie, and and then they start working.
To kind of get the blood flowing.
But they had the movie Jiggly,
oh
right?
My God, that's such a bad movie.
Which was a huge flop. I never even saw it. I don't even know what the movie's about.
I saw it. It was so bad that I don't remember what the movie was about. Like, it was that bad.
And she produced it?
Yes, they starred in it.
Oh,
they starred. Era él y ella.
Well, hopefully they don't do that again. Or
Pero, and it's funny because, and again, El Bochinche, we're going to talk about. So, after Affleck, because at that time, Ben Affleck was on the rise.
Yes,
right?
he was.
Movies, todo y todo.
Yeah.
When he broke up with her after Jiggly, right? Because it was right after Jiggly. People were like, you know, he se desapareció.
He fell off.
Y después, cuando él volvió with Gone Girl, with the beard, like, people were like, started hearing now. Then he got the Batman, you know, with the DCEU and everything.
Yeah.
Pero
he's a good actor, though.
And this is where my mind went.
Actor.
Yeah, exacto. Like, he's been back up now.
Right.
So, like, okay, if they hook up or whatever, they're together, and then they break up, like, can he make a third comeback? Right. Like, I like him. I like Good Will Hunting. I like, you know, his
he
action.
has a lot of great movies.
Yeah, and I mean, come on.
And J-Lo does, too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like to hate on J-Lo, but let me tell you, I mean, I was, again, of course, talking to Victor, I'm like, how, I know me. I know me as an entrepreneur. How does J-Lo do all these things? I understand you have a team.
Yes.
Pero coño, you do movies, you sing, you know, now makeup. I mean, like.
Pero, and you said it like a couple of minutes ago. It's finding the right team, right? Pero también is having the vision.
Oh, my God. Right? But that's like a lot of discipline. That's a lot of, then, you know, you have the interviews. I don't know how these actors and celebrities do it. You're laughing. What are they saying in the comments?
I love Virdela Washington. Ella dijo, J-Lo es un cuero. I don't know.
Tú lo dijiste. Yo no dije nada.
No, but you know what? Whether we like it or not, J-Lo, like, if you follow her story, she started dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the cliche, okay, she's a dancer, singer, producer, but she's done it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Y estar in entertainment.
How she got there, how she started.
Of course.
You know, I mean, I think a lot of these celebrities get into it and they do what they got to do. They got to play whatever they got to play.
Yeah.
But then you have to give them credit. They put in the hard work.
Of course.
Because if you know, I mean, you know, it'll get you one movie. You know what I'm saying? It'll get you one movie. But then it's like, no.
Go. We gotta get the blur. Pero yeah, you have J-Lo right now, and they're saying that she's Jenny from the block. By the way, I totally forgot I gotta move my car. So keep talking to the people. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Dios mío. Sorry. Dale.
I can't.
Go.
But look, I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm gonna wait till he. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna wait till he go and move his freaking car. Yo no puedo con esto. Only here at Keeping It Real with the Freakin Rican. But look, today I just set up my Robinhood. Guys, in the comments, I can't see the comments because I'm on the other end. But when Leo gets back, he's going to read them. So yeah, I started Robinhood today, which is an app for investing in stocks. So I was like, Victor, I'm ready. Set me up. You know, because I don't know too much of that world, and I'm really up for investing. So if you guys know something that could help me, DM me on Instagram, which is the Freakin Rican restaurant on Instagram, Facebook, or right here on the comments. So yeah, I think I did, my first stock was the SP 500. Again, I don't understand Robinhood at all, but tonight I say, you know what, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna start doing research on how to navigate, and I encourage you to do the same, because if you're gonna spend $5 or even $1, you know, with the scratch off games or the lottery, why not invest it in stocks? You know what I'm saying? Today, those $10 that you play today could be $1,000 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get, I feel, more return on investment. But of course, the stock market goes up and down. I'm still learning about it, but I encourage you as well to learn about it, so we make wiser choices to try to up our game and be successful. So I'm really looking forward to that. KYC, Bitcoin. Everybody is now with this Bitcoin, and Dogecoin. It's so funny. I'm not sure if you guys saw Saturday Night Live, but what's this guy's name? Ay, Dios mío, the one from Tesla. I can't believe I don't remember his name. I know you guys on the notes are going crazy, but he showed up on Saturday Night Live talking about Dogecoin and Dogecoin, yeah. And so supposedly that has gone up like crazy amount of money. So this is what I'm saying. If you do your research, you'll be surprised that the money that you invest today could be so much more tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Leo is back. Leo, I can't believe you forgot to move your car. Why? There's alternate sides over here?
Yeah, well, on Mondays is the only day when they do street cleaning.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
when I come back from the morning show, I have to park on the one side, and then I just start doing everything, and I forget.
Oh, okay. So I started to talk to them about me downloading Robinhood. Actually,
Okay,
Victor
nice.
did it for me. And my first investment was in the SP 500.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'm not gonna be looking at it, every day like that. But
You're
I'm
not gonna
excited.
be like my wife every 2 minutes. Checking
No.
your stock.
I don't think it's healthy to do
No.
that, because then you're gonna be like disappointed, then happy, that's just the way it goes. It naturally goes up and down. That much I know about it.
Yeah.
But I need to do my homework to see what to invest in, because I
Exactly.
definitely want to make some investments. And I'm planning to take a trip to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, soon, because I miss Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I want to buy something out there. I want to buy a house out
Very nice.
in Puerto Rico. And maybe the time that I'm here, maybe Airbnb it. But I want to have my little nest that whenever I want to go, I could go. My sister could go with the baby,
Yeah.
me and Victor. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really love Puerto Rico. And possibly it would be nice. It would be perfect to open up a Freakin Rican in Puerto Rico. I would really, really love that.
And by the way, because we got people in Texas, people in California that they're already asking for the Freakin Rican out there. You know?
I
you guys
everywhere. They want it everywhere. If it was that easy, man, I would have one literally everywhere.
Elizabeth Cleva is saying, very true, money makes money. Quest 360 says, I bought mine at 0.02 and then 0.40, and this has a potential to get to 125, talking about stocks and things like that.
Right.
And Mommy 2 Seductive 3, you taught, these are the screen names, you taught me how to make pernil. Ever since I found you on YouTube, I've been obsessed. And you have the best sofrito ever.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. So that's why we're
thank
here.
you.
But one of our friends gave us the best advice.
Yes.
They said, invest where you're not afraid to lose.
Oh, of course.
Porque si vos pones 500 and then you look it over like 500, oh my God, it's 300. Like, no, like invest, again, it's a hobby. It's algo que uno puede hacer. It's either, do that or drink all night. No, I'm going to try to look at stock.
Right. It's an investment. And sometimes investments, are really good. Sometimes you make poor investments, and then there's other investments that over time you see more of a return in investment. Not right then and there, but you have to just be patient. But I mean, like you said, if you're gonna blow $15 on a drink and you do this all the time, why not try something else that really will make you money? Because I know como los Latino, I mean, they love scratching those tickets. And I see a lot of people scratching $5 tickets, $10 tickets. So is in a sense like a form of gambling, And so why not do it in the stock market when there's I mean, there's a ton of people that are really, really becoming so successful
Of course.
because of it, because they know the right companies, they learn it to a T.
Do your research.
And so, exactly. So that's what I've been trying to do now. Yeah. And it's so funny because I was telling Victor, this was a little while ago, and I said, I was, because I'm always on YouTube. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. I really don't watch much TV, but I like listening to like investments, things that are happening all over the world. And so in this YouTube channel, they were talking about XRP, which is something that all of this Bitcoin uses. And so they were saying how it was really low, is a good price, is a good rate to like get into it. And now, I told Victor, I said, Victor, get XRP, and so he got it. He said, wow, is like up, I don't know, 200% or something
and then
like
you come
that.
in like $1 million. Like, see, I told you. I told you.
No, but Victor's really good at it.
Yeah.
He's really good at it.
On the last show, that's what we ended up speaking about, where you wanted to learn about stocks.
Right.
And again, it's all about wanting to learn, right? And this is what I always tell people, like, si vos te encasillas and say, okay, it's just a restaurant. No, you want to learn a little bit here, a little bit there.
And you know what made me want to learn all these things and different aspects of investing, because this pandemic, thank God that I was ready for it. A lot of people found themselves not ready for it. But now if something else happens, I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket, because then you lose out. So now I just want to, have a little of this, have a little of that. You know what I'm saying?
You're diversifying your portfolio.
Right. Play it smart. Exactly.
Quest 360, you say, investments are not a get-rich scheme. I wipe my hand with $100,000 in lotto tickets. I'd rather place it in coins and stocks. Yesenia dice, yes, I knew a viejita that spent $40 weekly on scratch-offs. She never won anything, and this went on for years. There's a financial consultant that we're working with. He's going to start bringing his show to Los Radio.
Oh, wow.
And he said something that kind of stuck with me, right? He says, if you actually look at the odds are in your favor if you spend that money you were going to spend on a scratch-off and invest it.
Right.
Like, your odds are better, like numero, and he's a numbers guy. He's like, you have more of a chance of making money on stocks than you do on the scratch-off.
It's true.
And it's crazy, though. It's crazy.
It's true. It's just changing that. I think having the conversation, first of all, como Latino.
Yeah.
I see what my people do. I don't say all of them.
No.
But, I come from the boogie down Bronx. I come, welfare. I come projects, so all I remember, and even now, we live in a Spanish neighborhood, and so, you cross the street and there's a store. And so, oftentimes, obviously, the store has lotto, and you see everybody, not just Hispanics. There's, there's white, there's a Mexican, there's a little of everything. But I talk about my people. I see them scratching off and going for their numbers all the time. Why not try to change the conversation and learn something different and try it out,
Because me personally, right? Yo creo que a lot of people are used to what they're used to. And I mean, this, right? I don't come from any of this stuff. I don't come from radio. I don't come from TV. I used to do salesman.
Right. But your voice is meant for radio. Your voice is meant for radio. You guys have never seen Leo. You just hear his voice, and his voice is so perfect. It's perfect for what he does, because it is.
La cara no tanto, ¿viste? Pero the voice is perfect. But what happens is I've never been so outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I've never been happier.
Right.
And then, como vos dijiste, with the restaurant and everything. Right. I work hard. Like, I fall asleep with my computer.
Yeah.
And then because, we're working on videos, we're working on the website, everything. And that's why we're doing. That's why cuando vos me dijiste, hey, let's do a show. Okay, let's do it. Because, again, I was given the opportunity. I'm not letting it go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pero it's outside of my comfort zone. Like, yo era el mismo, like, hey, get up, go to work, come back. Get up, go to work, come back.
Right.
So I think la gente, me personally, this is what I think.
Yes.
The people that are scratching off, they're used to that.
Right.
And they hold on to that
Right.
that thought that
Right.
me voy a pegar con 200.
Right.
Pero no te das cuenta que ha gastado 800
Yeah.
en lo que va el mes.
Hello.
You know?
You didn't win shit.
Exacto.
You paid for it.
You just recouped a little
Exactly.
Acá Quest 360 dice, as a Puerto Rican from the Bronx, I rather spend my money on crypto. I miss Bitcoin when my boy from Sound Ire told me to invest a long time ago. So
damn,
no,
I could have borrowed money off of you.
Of course.
You just didn't invest.
We could have built the studio from
I'm
that.
telling you, that's what I'm saying. No, that's why now I said, you know what? I you know, you got to be ready for things, you know? And so I only do things when I'm ready for it. I don't know how long I'll be into it, you know? Maybe I'll make, you know, X amount of money and pull out. And, you know, I don't know, but I want to at least give it a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And I think you should too.
Yeah. I know. And plus we got to tell people, you know what? We do this show for an hour. We talk about a lot of things. But if you have somebody that is looking, that, you know, they're like, oh, estoy cansado de las novelas, estoy cansado. Share the video with them.
Right.
Let them know that we're here. Again, 90% of the shows, 100% of the shows that we're doing here, it's all free speech. Like, hablen. But again, it's about opening up the dialogue.
Right.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
On the political show that we do on losradios.com Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock. Pero he was talking about wrestling. Dominican guy, right? He's a conservative and everything. And again, I tell him, keep on that line. But we were talking about wrestling. And what he said, which stuck with me, was having respect to understand what it is, but you may not see it that same way.
Right.
Like, he was like, oh, to me, wrestling is like crazy. It's like bobería.
Yeah.
But I also understand what they go through. And as I'm explaining to him everything that goes behind the scenes in wrestling,
right,
the guy was just shocked. But he says that as a person, you have to be emotionally invested in the sense that you have to respect what they do at least.
Right.
You can't be like, oh, no, wrestling, that's for kids.
Right.
You know? And I think we should do that with everything that we do, you know, in life too.
No, definitely. Everybody has a different point of view, you know.
By the way,
just have to respect it.
Organic Gobble is saying, Leo, your voice is amazing. It certainly is perfect with the Freakin Rican.
Yeah. Thank you.
See?
That was nice. Thank you. I was let me tell you guys on the real when our first episode.
Keep it real.
Of course. Our first episode, I've been, you know, when you do YouTube videos, is Victor there, you know, is my husband. You know what I'm saying? So how could I not be comfortable, you know? But when I came here to the studio, I mean, first of all, you know, you're in a studio, and then I'm just like, you're so nervous, you know? I don't have a hard time talking to you guys. It's just doing something new, and you may not be perfect at it. And again, I know I'm not perfect at this, but again, I challenge myself to do something that puts me outside of my comfort zone. So many people could criticize me about it or this or that, but I don't get into that. I just take it as I'm continuing to learn and do something that I'm not comfortable with. So I feel like if we all did that, imagine how much we would grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's always nice to push yourself. And so I do. You know, I continue to push myself. So that's why I'm here.
It's a conversation.
Yeah, and I love to talk. Oh, my God. Yo soy como una viejita. That's why I get along with old people. I swear to you.
You get along with old people.
I like to talk.
You cook. You're a people person. So una viejita.
Hello. That's it. Yeah.
So, unfortunately, llegamos a la hora.
No, I can't believe it.
Wow,
oh my God! And Coquito didn't get no photos in, nothing.
No, how's Coco doing?
He's good.
So now we're calling him Coquito.
No. Sometimes I call him Coquito, but he's getting on my last nerves. No, oh my God, I love him so much.
So how's he doing?
He's good. He's good. Yeah, he's home waiting for me. Well, he's like, oh, I leave and he's like, oh. I'm like, oh my God. You hear him all the way from the elevator. It's so funny.
Well, it's kind of like Duke here. You know, I have a dog, which he can't meet Coco.
Big dog.
Yeah, but he'll be afraid of Coco.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Because
he's huge.
Well, we got him as a rescue.
Okay.
And I think the person that had him before used to beat him. So like right now, like and I kind of like, lo voy entendiendo as we go along. Cuando viene una persona nueva, yo lo tengo que agarrar, kind of like from the back of the neck.
Right.
For him to understand that I'm telling him it's okay.
Yes.
Like, they're not here to hurt you.
Right.
You know?
But it's such a shame what people do to their dogs.
You hear him up there barking like, oh my God, this guy's going to eat me. But he's actually barking like on a defense mechanism.
Yes.
So that's why you're like, hey, dude, tranquilo. Like, they're here. They're with us. So, but he's a scaredy cat. Like, he's literally afraid. But no, and you're right. They become your kids. They're waiting for you.
Oh my God, I love my Coco, man.
You can hear him down the street, like barking and everything.
Pero mira, guys, thank you so much for keeping it real with the Freakin Rican. Remember, always tune in Mondays, hopefully every Monday at 5 p.m. All right, follow losradio.com and the Freakin Rican NYC.com. Los amo. Wait. La vida es mejor con un buen sabor. Chao.